Welcome to Your Mac's Podcast Now. Yesterday, Apple updated its iMac with quad-core processors, more powerful graphics, high-speed Thunderbolt input-output technology, and a new FaceTime high-def camera. Apple claims that the new iMac is up to 70% faster, and the new graphics deliver up to 3 times the performance of the previous generation. The new iMac features quad-core Intel Core i5 processors with an option for customers to choose Core i7 processors up to 3.4 GHz. These processors feature an integrated memory controller for a responsive experience and a powerful new media engine for high-performance video encoding and decoding. The new AMD high-def graphics processors are the most powerful graphics ever in an iMac. Also included is Thunderbolt input-output technology, a built-in high-def camera with FaceTime software for crisp widescreen video. The new camera supports high-definition video calls between FaceTime HD-enabled Macs and standard resolution calls with iPad 2, iPhone 4, the current generation of iPod Touch, and other Intel-based Macs. There's an IPS LED backlit high-resolution display, SD card slot, and your choice of either a Magic Mouse or Magic Trackpad. Each iMac comes with Snow Leopard, iLife 11, and the Mac App Store pre-installed. The 21.5-inch iMac is available in 2 configurations, as is the new 27-inch iMac, starting at a price of $1,199 US. Configure to order options include faster Intel Core i7 processors up to 3.4 GHz, additional hard drive capacity up to 2 terabytes, a 256 GB solid-state drive, additional DDR3 memory, and Apple Care Protection Plan. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to wipe up my drool. And Mac Stories added an interesting technical tidbit. Among the new features of the updated line, such as improved graphics and the new Intel Sandy Bridge processors, support for the Thunderbolt technology on the 27-inch iMacs has been extended, as the bigger models now come with 2 Thunderbolt ports to use for data transfer, daisy chaining of external drives, and peripherals. Thanks to Thunderbolt's daisy chaining functionality, using both Thunderbolt ports for dual display output doesn't mean you'll be forced to constantly plug in and disconnect peripherals. If you own a Thunderbolt-based external drive, you'll be able to connect it to the iMac, then plug a secondary display into the drive's Thunderbolt port. This way, Thunderbolt is used to its full capacity, and you still retain the possibility to output to 2 different monitors simultaneously. And Engadget proves it. Engadget demonstrates here that the new 27-inch iMac is capable of driving not only its own display, but also 2 external 30-inch displays as well. But be forewarned, it may be too much real estate for some mere mortals to handle. Sales of digital books are soaring in the UK. Figures from the Publishers Association show, reports the BBC. The association said that in 2010, sales of ebooks and audiobook downloads in the general titles category, which includes novels and consumer titles, shot up from £4 million to £16 million. Academic and professional books still dominated overall digital sales, which reached £180 million last year. It still remains a small portion of total book sales, which hit £3.1 billion. However, the increased digital sales suggest devices such as Amazon's Kindle and the Sony Reader are increasingly making an impact. In the US, electronic books sold more than either hardbacks or paperbacks in February. Truth triumphs fiction. You know, I'm glad that Texas keeps us so focused on what is important in this country. Austin. Catfish fans who prefer using their hands to grab and haul in the big ones might get the chance to noodle legally in Texas. State Representative Gary Elkins of Houston has proposed legislation that would make noodling legal under certain circumstances. The bill would allow the Texas Parks and Wildlife Department to set standards for noodling. The guidelines would also be designed to protect the interests of the huge flathead catfish, often the target of noodlers. The bill has passed through the House Committee on Culture, Recreation, and Tourism. The measure awaits full House action. TWPD official Ken Kurosaki told the Austin American-Statesman that one suggestion was to limit noodling when water temperatures are 50 degrees or less, when catfish would be spawning. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but somehow when they say noodling, I don't think they're talking anything about fish. Ah, yes, another day in the Magic Apple Kingdom where I can't afford anything I want, boys and girls. Well, hope you're having better weather where you are. Hope you can afford the iMacs, and if you can, if you could pick up a spare, and send it my way, I'd be much appreciated. So, anyhow, this has been your host, Pasta Fazool, reminding you to download, double-click, and drop out.